Welcome back. Joining me now is entrepreneur and author of Black in Business, a guide to starting and keeping your business in the black. Welcome, Talia Johnson Huff. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your background as a business owner and how it inspired you to write this book.
So I actually started doing unofficial business when I was 12 years old, doing hair, braiding hair in the community, and that was actually inspired by my auntie Kendra, who I would just kind of just watch growing up. And then my first real business was MWBE Constructors, which is a construction company, general contracting company that I opened in 2010. And literally there were a ton of ups and downs in the business, but it started out really, really fast. So I'm a New York State minority woman-owned business. Working on really large projects. My first set of projects were the Buffalo Public Schools Phase 5 projects here. And so I took on some of those projects and kind of ran out of the gate really fast, not having time to prepare, not really, being ready for business. And I got my first $1 million in contracts, my first year in business, and had to manage those. So I'm running 17 guys from here, Monroe County, Mount Morris, New York, and just working on a ton of projects. That was going great, and I just ran into a brick wall because there was smoke, there was fire, and I finally responded to the fire. And so throughout the years of running my business, I ran into, like I said, some hardship. And when running into that hardship, I didn't know how to get back up. And so I closed my doors for a while and just kind of ventured off into something totally different, back into hair. And I'm like, you know what? I need to tell my story, stemming from the Black community, that we have this hustle in us, but we don't have the proper business acumen. And that is what inspired Black in Business.
Okay. Can you tell us about the business environment of Buffalo and how you hope this book can help?
So right now, there are a ton of large projects going on in Buffalo. Obviously, we all know about the stadium project that's going on, and I was actually a part of the Ralph Wilson Stadium project. I had some contracts there. And a big thing that I'm hearing in rooms with people who don't look like me is that these MWBEs don't have capacity to take on contracts. And from hearing their stories and working with them, I help a lot of companies get their MWBE certification, so I know the behind the scenes. I'm hoping that this book breaks down the Black in Business mentality, which is more of a curriculum, and it's understanding your profit and loss statement, understanding what you can take on, what you have the capacity for, and how to connect and collaborate with other businesses. So,
who do you think would benefit from reading this book?
Anybody who's in business. I was just speaking with someone, while we were waiting, and she was saying that she just started her business, and I was telling her what was in the book, and she said that she could benefit from it. So anyone who is an entrepreneur, whether you're thinking about starting your business or a seasoned vet, anyone could benefit from this business. From this book, I'm sorry.
From this book, what is something that you would like to highlight, one tip that you have in the book that you think our viewers should know about?
I would like the viewer to know that although this is written from the view of a little Black girl, it's not only for the minority community. It is written from that standpoint, but I want people to understand that this book is my heart and soul, and it's meant to help and to break business down in the lamest terms so that anyone could utilize it and grow their business.
I think that's awesome. There's something a little bit daunting about being an entrepreneur, about not knowing all the terminology or the curriculum or the right people to talk to or who's the appropriate connector for these resources. So breaking it down in a way that is, first of all, your story, so it comes from experience, and then, in an easy way and articulating in a way that's broken down in such a conversational way is really helpful to a lot of people.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Do you have any other projects in the works?
Yes, so Black in Business has a workbook that I just published recently that will be available on Amazon and also on my website, which is blackinbusinesseducation.com. And so I hope to be able to get this into some schools, into some people's hands, into some of the small business development centers as well, to go along with the Black in Business book. So that's my next project.
Now you have a book signing coming up, right? Tell us about that.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited. So my book signing is this Thursday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's at 500 Pearl. They are sponsoring it. A portion of the proceeds will benefit my not-for-profit, which is a workforce development training center called The Rare Place, Inc. And so I'm super excited. So definitely come join us. There's going to be a ton of networking going on. And then obviously I'll be there signing books, have books on hand. And so I'm super excited about that.
So where are you at now in your career? Are you focusing on hair? Are you back in construction?
I am full-time back in construction. I do some of my, clients who don't want to go away. I love them, but so I'm in construction. I am running my business, so I focus mostly on project management and helping people get their projects back on the right track, and then also the certification. But by day, I work for the Erie County Industrial Development Agency, managing the brownfield developments and railroad projects as well.
Wow, you are a woman all over the place and doing amazing things and helping people while you're at it. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And viewers, be sure to see Talia at her book signing on Thursday at 500 Pearl and visit her website, the MWBE Coach, for more information. Thanks again, Talia.
Thank you.